Have you ever looked at your sketch and thought, oh, this looks terrible. There's no way to turn it into a cute drawing. Don't give up yet. In this tutorial, I will show you how to turn a messy sketch into a cute illustration you will be proud of. Before we start refining the sketch, I want to show you the very first version. As you can see, it's quite raw, and honestly, it doesn't look anything like the final character yet, and that's completely normal. One mistake many beginners make is expecting their first sketch to look perfect. In reality, the sketching stage is all about exploring ideas and getting something onto the canvas. It doesn't need to be clean or polished at this point. When I look at this sketch, I can already see a few areas that need improvement. The proportions feel a little off, the expression isn't as cute as I want it to be, and some of the shapes could be simplified to make the character more appealing. Instead of getting discouraged, I like to think of this stage as gathering information. The raw sketch helps me see what works, what doesn't, and what I can improve in the next version. So if your sketch looks awkward at first, don't worry. Try not to judge it too early. Focus on getting your ideas done because refinement is where the real magic happens. Now that we have the raw sketch, it's simple to start refining it. At this stage, I'm looking closely at the character and asking myself, what feels off and what could be improved? Instead of redrawing everything, I focus on making small adjustments one step at a time. For example, I changed the shape of the face, adjusted the proportions, and experimented with different eye designs. In fact, I redrew the eyes several times before finding a version that matched the cute and cozy style I was aiming for. This is a normal part of the creative process. Sometimes the first idea works, and sometimes you need to explore a few different options before finding the one that feels right. When you compare the different versions side by side, you can see that the changes are actually quite small. However, those small adjustments have a big impact on the character's personality and overall appeal. One thing I've learned is not to get attached to my first attempt. If something feels off, I keep experimenting until I'm happy with the result. Every revision teaches me something and helps me understand the character better. Remember, refinement isn't about fixing mistakes, it's about making intentional choices that bring your character closer to the vision you have in mind. So here's the second revision, and at this stage I will redraw the sketch again, but I will try to keep the lines clear and clean so the sketch will get ready to be colored. One thing I really like to use while refining my sketch is the selection tool. It makes the process so much easier because I can quickly resize, move, or adjust different parts of the character without having to redraw everything from scratch. This gives me a lot more flexibility to experiment with the proportions and placement until everything feels balanced. I keep making small adjustments and refinements until I'm happy with the overall result. Another thing I like to do during the sketching stage is lower the opacity of my brush. Using lighter lines help me recognize my raw sketch without making it feel too permanent. It also makes it much easier to draw over, make changes, and refine the shapes later on. I find that keeping my sketch light and loose in the beginning gives me more freedom to explore different ideas and improve the drawing as I go. At this stage, I'm working on the final refinement of the sketch before moving on to color. By now, most of the major adjustments have already been made, so I'm no longer experimenting with the design or proportions. Instead, I'm focusing on cleaning up the sketch and making the lines as clear as possible. I switch to a brush with 100% opacity and draw more confidently, following the lines I've already established. My goal here is to create a clean and readable sketch that will be easy to color later. One tip for this stage is to focus only on the most important lines. Try to avoid unnecessary sketch marks or overlapping strokes. A clear sketch makes the coloring process much smoother and helps you understand exactly where each shape begins and ends. At this point, I may still make a few small adjustments if something feels slightly off, but overall the sketch is already finalized and ready to be redrawn as it is. Think of this step as preparing a clean blueprint for the coloring stage. Taking a little extra time to refine your sketch now can save you a lot of time and confusion later. Here is the fourth time I draw my sketch, and I think I'm gonna be happy with the final result. As you can see, I'm using the gray color for this stage. Then I will recolor the sketch line to match the color palette that I'm using for coloring. In this final part, I start adding the base colors to bring the character to life. This is where everything begins to feel more complete and the drawing starts to have its own mood. After that, I move on to shading and texture. I slowly build up the shadows and add soft details to create depth. I also add a warm, cozy glow to make the illustration feel more inviting and atmospheric. Color choice plays a really important role here. I try to pick tones that works together to create a warm and comfortable feeling instead of something too harsh or overly saturated. Even small adjustments in color can completely change the mood of the piece. When I compare the first sketch to the final illustration, it's interesting to see how much it has changed. At the beginning, it's just a simple idea, but through layering colors, refining details, and adjusting tones, it becomes something much more polished and expressive. Remember always, great drawings don't usually happen on the first try. They come from refining, adjusting, and slowly improving each step until everything starts to come together. And that's it. If you love this character and wanted to see how I've created it from start to finish, join my Patreon or my YouTube membership. There you will get a step-by-step PDF tutorial, the complete color palette, and extra tips to make your character even more cuter. Hope you enjoy watching this tutorial. If you have any questions or recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. See you on the next tutorial. Bye bye.